Hey there, Sagittarius. So if you watched any of the other readings, you know I only used one deck, but I was just told to grab this second deck to clarify. We have the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. That's you, Sagittarius. Leo or Aries if you're a cross-watcher. And let's see here. What is going on with Sagittarius for the second half of March in their love life? We have the Nine of Cups and the Four of Cups. So some of you are getting exactly what you want or know exactly what you want, but you may be either a little bit emotionally disconnected or feeling a little bit of resistance at this time from whoever it is that you're dealing with. Page of Cups. But you are, in a fun, flirty connection. Some of you may already be in a relationship. We have the two horseshoes here. It's the beginning of something very beautiful. This person that you're dealing with may be younger than you. For some of you, it could be another fire sign or possible water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And it seems that you have a lot invested with this person. Now, I'm reading this two ways. One is with the Page of Cups, someone that you're flirting with at work with the Eight of Pentacles, clarifying, or it's someone that you've invested a lot into, and you're in a kind of an immature connection as far as it's like you're just getting going. You're having a lot of fun together. You have a lot of strong feelings, but you don't quite know, if this is for real or not. It's almost like a good to be true energy that I'm getting here. So in the past, I feel like you kind of felt like your fire had been put out by something. Now, for some of you, I'm getting a message that it could have been from, a loss of a loved one, a partner. And for others of you, it's like something that you really thought was going to pan out didn't, so you kind of maybe lost your fire when it came to emotions. But this new connection seems to have you very optimistic. With the Page of Swords in reverse, also, it could be someone that you were watching for a long time and were interested in. The Page of Swords, I'm sorry if I said Wands. And you're just now finally connecting with them. In the near future, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. So I feel like for some reason, though, you're investing your time, energy, getting to know them, fun, flirty. You may even have a little bit of, your heart might kind of beat for this person a little bit. But I do feel like you're either choosing to sort of abstain physically, or this person may not be reciprocating your physical advances. For a lot of you, this is a water sign. I have the King of Cups in reverse again. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio again. And so I feel like either we saw that Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like either you're not emotionally available, but this person, it's like when you're with them, you don't have to think too much. So you can kind of just go based off of fun emotions, but you're not really sure about, being in a, you're not sure if this is the person that you're going to make a relationship with or give your heart to. Now, the interesting thing in this deck that I just noticed with this King of Cups is he also has the horseshoes here. So it's like, there's something special about this, but you're just not sure if you're going to establish yourself in it or, give any more. It's kind of like you want that genuine emotion. You don't want to force the connection is what I'm getting. And then with the Ten of Swords in the month or two outcome, I feel like this is kind of a result of this past fire being quenched. Is like you are right now in your present energy, you just don't really see anything panning out. You're a little bit pessimistic, I'm getting, about the future of this connection. So you're just kind of enjoying it in the moment. Especially if you work together, you may feel like you may be afraid of, with the Nine of Wands here, it's a little bit of apprehension. So you may be afraid of like having a tough ending if you take this any further. With the Seven of Cups in reverse, though, you're also feeling a little defeated, because I get for a small group of you that the Page of Cups is someone you're just kind of flirting with to pass the time, maybe at work, and it's not someone that you're actually interested in. Some of you, I think it's a little bit more genuine and has more potential, and you feel it more than that. But I just feel like what you're manifesting right now is because you're not serious enough. So they say, there's a meme that I love, and actually I think it's like like Walderson or something. Okay, it's like a spiritual teacher, and he says, once you make a decision, then the whole universe will conspire to make it happen in your favor. So I feel like because you're not really deciding on anything, where you're going to end up in the next month or two if you don't make any decisions about this, or if you entertain this and you really are looking for something else, you're going to end up feeling a little bit defeated, like you have to start over, a little bit even more guarded, and like your libido is even more killed. And I'm getting for a small group of you, and maybe more the men, like there could be a woman that's rejecting you, and it's like what you want, we always want what we can't have kind of thing, and that could be why you end up feeling defeated, because she's like flirting with you and leading you on, but there's no physical action. And so that may cause you then to be a little bit apprehensive about pursuing someone, because you might feel like, oh, well, some of you might be, I've never really been rejected before, so now does anybody want me kind of feeling, like you feel like you have no options and you're not very patient. And Temperance is Sagittarius energy, so you'll be feeling out of your element. Even for the ladies, like if it's someone you work with that you have a crush on, I've been seeing this in the collective a little bit for Sagittarius. It may not pan out too much, and that may be because it's not meant to. So this is just something, to kind of lighten your spirits and get you more optimistic. So I'm going to pull some advice in addition to that advice of just kind of going with the flow with this, but also deciding what you want. For some of you, that might be writing down the characteristics and the values that you have and the characteristics that you seek. So you might value holidays, you might value commitment, you might value stability. These things seem trivial until you actually get a little bit more mature and you are forced to apply them. You really want someone that aligns with your values. And with Temperance here, I get Jupiter up here. I'm not sure if this is Jupiter in this image, but Jupiter does rule Temperance in Sagittarius. So, you're trying to balance your emotions with your passions, but I just feel like you're not feeling very passionate right now. So what's the advice for Sagittarius? Yeah, just really looking at your values right now, the Queen of Pentacles. It's going to help you with some of these emotional blockages, and it may be that this partner isn't right for you, is what I was saying. Like if you work with them, and maybe in the long run they wouldn't have actually aligned with your values, or they wouldn't have had the actual characteristics you want. It's just they're cute right now and they're fun to flirt with. So we kind of always want to try to fit someone in that box of being our partner, but it may be that they're not your partner. So the longer that you entertain that, the more you stay away from your values and your you're laying out sort of, Pentacles is earth, and you got to lay out the map for the universe. Like, this is what I want, and then the universe will fill it in with the details and the person. But until then, with the Queen of Wands in reverse, that's the divine counterpart to the King of Wands, obviously. I just feel like you are either going to be feeling out of your element with Temperance and the Queen of Wands in reverse, not really having a lot to invest in anything until you sort of align with what you want and your values, is what I'm getting. But I do feel like also for a while you may have been sort of vicariously, watching people, living through them, not really doing much. And so this connection is actually, its sole purpose maybe just to get you through a time, give you some optimism, and, get you out of that voyeuristic mode of just kind of living through others, watching others, and making you ground yourself so that you can, continue forward, the Chariot, and take action. And also, if you were dealing with a Cancer, I do feel like this alignment will help you to come back in alignment with that person. For others of you, it may be that it takes until, we have the Empress, which is Taurus season in reverse. It could be that this process you're going through, I'm surprised we didn't see the World here. It's going to take until Cancer season, which is late June through July, before you really can connect with this. Yep, and connect with this, there I said it, and there's the King of Wands. So once you're in your King of Wands energy, play a little bit long game, not too long. I know you Sagittariuses are a little bit impulsive and not, all fire signs, and not the most, patient. But the long game isn't that long, it's only midsummer, which is just about 4 months away. And then once you're connected here comes this King of Wands. So if you're female, you're going to be centering with yourself and bringing him in. And if you are male, you're going to be unblocking her so that you can either see her or that she can come forward to you. But I really like this spread, the Chariot. And again, I wouldn't read this as like a third party because this was in reverse. It's more about centering with your earth energy if you can, and that will actually help you get your fire back. We had all these fire reversals because, you know, what does earth need to, you know, what's its sustenance? It needs air to thrive, but it needs earth to, you know, have fuel. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and leave it at that for now, Sagittarius. And if you are single and you love astrology, do submit to the divinetimingdatabase.org. It's divinetimingdatabase.org. Links below. I can match you astrologically with your ideal mate. And if you are in a relationship, I do feel like, you know, if you actually are in a relationship, let me just go into that. You two may have kind of lost the fire, but I do feel like you doing this sort of process yourself is going to help you realign with your person, and the passion is going to be hotter than ever. So, you know, it's good that you're out of this stuck energy. It could be, you know, you're kind of getting back. I always say in psychology, there's a triangle, and I gotta relook it up because I use it all the time. But one of the, you know, you have like the physical part, the intimate part, and then the friendship part of the triangle. And so people think like the friend zone is a bad place to be, but at the end of the day, friendship is actually the basis of every relationship. And you trust me, you don't want to be in a romantic relationship where it's just the intimacy and the physical, because then when you need a friend, you're going to feel not emotionally supported. I gotta relook into that, but that's just a little brief breakdown of that. And if you like a personal reading, the information's below. I do have live chat, and I can answer your question via text on Psychics Gold, readings.psychicsgold.com. And if you want to order a video reading like this, personalized for you, those readings are on rotation411.com. And I can also do in-depth astrology readings there for you as well. If you love astrology and, you know, you're not just here for tarot, or I got my setup up again, everything's running smoothly, so I will be uploading more tarot videos in the near future as well. If you want to like and subscribe, and this message resonated with you, thank you, Sagittarius. I'm sending you lots of love, blessings, and light.